Up next, as a parent, you're not going to want to miss this.
Okay, so here we go on our little tour.
Fast food restaurant play areas. They can be a breeding ground for bacteria, like you wouldn't believe.
You look in the cracks. There is filth. It is appalling. You can see all of the old food. There's trash.
You're listening to Erin Carr-Jordan there. She's a bacteria-fighting mom, and she's been busy documenting the filth that she finds in fast food restaurant play areas. I will tell you, like me, she's concerned a lot about her kids' safety, and we've talked about this before. She joins me now from her home in Phoenix. Welcome back to the program, Erin.
Thanks so much. Good morning.
Good morning. You know, one of the things that you've said before is that if this is happening in my town, it's likely happening in yours as well. That really caught my attention. Tell us, remind us how you got started on all this.
This all got started by happenstance, actually. I just happened to be with one of my sons. We went into an establishment that had one of the play areas, and I followed him in because he was still pretty little. And right away, we noticed that there was a very big problem that needed correcting, including broken equipment, cracks in the equipment that could amputate, or second-story windows that were broken, and it was just absolutely filthy and disgusting. Smelled like urine. It was covered in graffiti. And it clearly was just a marker that something was really wrong. Yeah, and again, you know, the filth, one thing, but also these broken areas, potentially dangerous, you know, break a limb or something. You know, just last week, Governor Jerry Brown of California vetoed a bill that would have established these standards for cleaning and for safety at these restaurant playgrounds. And in the letter to the California State Assembly, which passed the bill, he wrote this. He wrote, "Until there's more evidence that the problem warrants new state law, let's let the locals enforce what can already be called a comprehensive mandate." That was his quote, Erin, and he says, look, let the local folks basically handle this. Let's not do this at the state level. There's not enough evidence. What do you say to him? Well, I would say the data set that supported this is the largest and most comprehensive ever collected in the United States. It is far larger than anyone else. I happen to be a very concerned mom, but more importantly, I'm also a researcher. And we looked at more than 25 states and more than 70 locations. Clearly, the local authorities don't have the authority. It's not within their bandwidth or jurisdiction at present to go in there. That was verified at every turn and in every county. In fact, someone from the Environmental Health Department testified at the Assembly Health hearing and said, hey, listen, we don't go in there right now. Not only don't we include it in our inspections, but we can't require corrective action in the event that a problem exists.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people don't realize that there isn't some sort of local, either health authority or other authority who has some sort of defined jurisdiction. But I should point out as well, you also know that the Maricopa County, Arizona Board of Supervisors unanimously voted in favor of the health code change that you've been pushing for so long. And that's become law, and that's where you live. So that's something I know you've had a lot to do with. So where do you go next from here?
I'm working with other states around the country. I'm still very optimistic that this will be picked up on a federal level so that there's a consensus across the 50 states. I really do think it's a national health concern. The data indicates such. There's no discrepancy between the states that I've been to. So I'm very, very hopeful that senators, representatives from across the country will say, hey, we recognize that this is a problem, and we want to make sure that we're keeping the children in our state safe, and we'll pick it up. And I intend to meet with people in Texas next week and so on and so forth around the country in the upcoming weeks and months.
We've been telling people you're on a crusade about this, and you really are. And I thank you for bringing this issue to light. I think a lot of people simply didn't know about it. It wasn't something that I had thought of either. So, Erin Carr-Jordan, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.